Good day everyone. So for today, aralin naman natin kung paano yung maghanap ng general term or the end term. So topic natin is finding the general term or sometimes called as end term. Okay. So actually meron tayong two types of questions dito. Pero unahin muna natin yung madali. Okay. So yung first example natin, ang gagawin natin is find the general term. So find the general term of the sequence 5, 12, 19, 26, and 33. Okay. So, ayan. Then, continuous that. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin dito is, first ay magpe-prepare muna tayo ng table where yung ating mga rows ay yung n and a sub n. So, yung n, alam naman natin na nire-represent nun is yung domain of set of positive consecutive integers. Or sa madaling salita, yung counting numbers. So, we have n and then a sub n. Okay, so gagawa tayo ng table. And okay, so lagyan lang natin ng columns. Okay. So yung n natin, like what I've said, ay counting number. So we will start with 1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then yung a sub n natin, so ito yung mga terms, kung terms or elements nung nung given natin. So yung first term natin is 5. Okay, second term is 12. Third term is 19, 26, and then 33. Okay. So next step na gagawin natin is kukunin muna natin yung common difference. So check muna natin yung common difference. So 12 minus 5, so it gives us 7. 19 minus 12, also 7. 26 minus 19 is 7. And then 33 minus 26 is 7. So, as you can see, yung common difference natin dito, so ito yung ating common difference, is 7. Okay? Okay. Then, gagamit ngayon tayo ng linear equation. So, ang tanong, bakit tayo gagamit ng linear equation? Kasi, nung pagkuha natin ng first difference, okay, nakita natin na pagkuha natin ng difference ay, dun lang tayo dito lang tayo sa first difference, no? So, yung nakuha agad natin is 7. Okay, so may mga instances kasi, tulad sa susunod nating video, na kailangan pa nating kumuha ng second difference, okay, para makita natin na pare-pareho siya. So in this case, nung first try natin, nakita natin na nakuha agad natin yung common difference. So ibig sabihin, ang tawag natin dito is yung tinatawag nating linear sequence. Okay. So yan, linear sequence. So since linear siya, gagamit tayo ng linear equation. So that is a sub n is equals to an plus b. So explain ko lang ba't naging ganito yung formula. So kumbaga parang ang reference natin dito is yung linear equation. Since for example, mayroon tayong graph, 'di ba? So ayan, so ito yung linear linear graph. Okay, so 'di ba ang ginagamit natin dito is y is equals to mx plus b. Wherein yung m natin is the slope, b is the y-intercept. So, dito natin siya binase, no? So, yung a sub n, as if na yan yung y. Yung a natin, yan yung ang slope, and then yung n natin yun yung x, and then yung b natin is yung y-intercept. Okay. So, the next thing na gagawin natin ay kukuha muna tayo ng pair. So, actually, we will going to use 2 pairs here. Pero, yung first pair, kunin muna natin yung 1 and 5. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon ay lalagay natin siya sa formula. So, a sub n, sabi dito is 5. That is equal to, a is unknown, but n is, alam natin, that is 1 plus b. Then, that is 5 is equals to a times 1 is a plus b. So, tawagin natin tong equation number 1. Okay? So, applying the same linear equation, so a sub n is equals to an plus b. Kuha pa tayo ng isang pair, no? So, ito, ang ginamit nating pair dito is yung 1 and 5. So, dito naman, ang gamitin natin is yung 2 and 12. Okay? So, ayan. Ito yun. 2 and 12. Okay. So, substitute na ngayon natin. Okay. So, that is 12 is equals to a is unknown, n is known, that is 2 plus b. Okay. So, 12 now is equals to 2a plus b. Tawagin natin tong equation number 2. Okay. So, we can now solve for a and b using elimination method. Elimination method. So, we will going to subtract equation number 2 from equation number 1. So, it will look like this. Magiging 2a plus b is equals to 12 and a plus b is equals to 5. Sabi natin, minus. Ito, minus. So, subtract. Since subtract, we will going to distribute the negative sign. So, magiging 2a minus a, that is a, b minus b, that is cancelled, equals to 12 minus 5 is 7. So, therefore, meron na tayong value for our a, which is a is equals to 7. Okay. So, since meron na tayong value for a, which is 7, pwede na nating i-substitute ito sa either 1 or 2 equation, no? So, sabihin na lang natin na using equation 1, substitute a equals to 7. So, ito yun. Okay, so magiging 5 is equals to a plus b. So, since alam na natin yung a, that is equal to 7 plus b. Then, transpose 7, magiging b is equals to, okay, so negative 2. So, since positive tong 7, pag nilipat mo, magiging negative 7, it will become 5 minus 7. So, that is negative 2. So, meron na tayong values for a and b. So, ito na yun. This is for our a. This is for our b. So, yung last step na gagawin natin ay substitute na ngayon natin siya dito sa ating linear equation. Dito. Okay? Since pareho lang naman yan. Okay, so it will become a sub n is equals to a n daw. So, ano ba yung value ng a? That is 7. Then, copy n plus ano ba yung b natin? So, that is negative 2. So, lagay lang natin negative 2. And then, simplifying, it will become a sub n is equals to 7n minus 2. So, ito na ngayon yung ating tinatawag na general term or nth term. Okay? So, that's it.